Hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. Uh, uh, Good afternoon, congregation on this day, World Unani Day 2022. Today's webinar is presented by Dr. Sahar Saleem, Assistant Professor, Department of Kulliyat, School of Unani Medical Education and Research, Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. Thank you to him. First, I ask Dr. Mujahidi to speak for a few minutes. Dr. Mujahidi.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone from all countries, especially India and Iran. My colleague from India and Iran. Just now here in Iran is after Maghrib, and some places it is before before Maghrib. And I would like to congratulate the World Unani Day to all colleagues from all countries, especially Iran and India, and appreciate for arrangement this webinar by the Mizaj research project, and especially my dear colleague Mr. Asadi and Mr. Masoudi, and appreciate Dr. Sahar Saleem, the speaker of this webinar. We will at the service of presentation of Dr. Sahar Saleem, and then we will discuss about the subject, the expansion and evidence-based medicine in the field of Unani medicine, as we called it, named it in Iran, Persian medicine. And we have a great opportunity in the world to develop this school by evidence, by new evidence, and could do it the best. Please start, Dr. Sahar Saleem, and after your presentation, we will discuss about your subject. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for kind words. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sahar Saleem. I'm Assistant Professor in Kulliyat Department at School of Unani Medical Education and Research, Jamia Hamdard. And I completed my graduate degree and master's degree from Aligarh Muslim University, Ajmal Khan Tibbiya College, Aligarh Muslim University. Today, first of all, happy World Unani Day to all of you. This day is very important to all of us because it is the birth anniversary of one of the great and eminent notable luminary, that is Hakim Ajmal Khan. Should I start my presentation now?
Yes, please, doctor. We are hearing your
I'm sharing my
presentation.
screen. Then I will start.
Yeah, please start.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all of you. Today we gathered here to celebrate the World Unani Day. This day is celebrated every year in India as since 2017 as Unani Day, that to mark the birth anniversary of great Unani scholar and social reformer Hakim Ajmal Khan. The first Unani Day was celebrated in 2017. The first Unani Day was celebrated in 2017 at Central Research Institute of Unani Medicine, that is CRIUM, Hyderabad. To recognize the tremendous role and immense contribution of Hakim Ajmal Khan in the development of Unani system of medicine, the Ministry of Ayush, that is the Ministry of Indigenous Medicine in India, Government of India has declared his birthday as World Unani Day. So today is World Unani Day, that is 11th February, the birth anniversary of Hakim Ajmal Khan. The the central in 2018, the Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine, CCRUM, that is the main research body of Unani Medicine that also belongs to Ayush Department of Government of India, began the scheme of Ayush awards in different categories for Unani system of medicine. These awards conferred to those who excelled in their respective fields in literary research, in clinical research, as well as different type of best teacher awards were given to those who are related to Unani system of medicine. This year in 2000, the year 2018 also marked Hakim Ajmal Khan's 150th birth anniversary, and hence celebration were carried out in a grand manner that year in India. Ayush Awards for Unani medicine were distributed at a two-day international conference during the event held at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. Since then, the World Unani Day was celebrated, and again it was to today World Unani Day. Since then, the World Unani Day is being celebrated with great enthusiasm. Various teaching and research institutes, awards and schemes are organized in government and non-government patronage in the country and abroad on World Unani Day. Now the brief introduction of Hakim Ajmal Khan. Hakim Ajmal Khan was born in renowned Sharifi family of physician of Delhi on February 11th, 1968. He belonged to a very distinguished and respectable family of physicians that is called Khandani Sharifi or Sharifi family in India. Their ancestors, Hakim Ajmal Khan was, their ancestor came from Turkestan at the time of Mughal emperors, Mughal Emperor Babur mainly, and their ancestors were court physicians of many Mughal emperors. Ajmal Khan was a son of family who served Mughal court. He was also influential figure in city of Delhi, as well as he served the Nawab of Rampur as a court physician. He's a versatile genius, great physician, poet, social reformer, and educationist, politician, and orator as well. At the time of his birth, at the time of when he was growing up, the families like Sharifi Khandan got their formal education at home from famous scholars. Hakim Ajmal Khan got Arabic and Persian training, Persian education from eminent scholar of that time. He memorized Quran by the age of 14 years. And then he studies medicine under the patronage of his father and his brothers. He also received education about logic, philosophy, physics, hadith, and Unani Tib. He completed all these things, all these education by the age of 20. If we can see here, his family tree, that is the family tree of Sharifi Khandan. His ancestor, as I earlier told you, that his ancestor belonged to Turkestan, that is Kashgar specifically, we said Kashgar, Turkestan, and held important positions under the Mughal emperors Babur. This family produced a long line of Unani physicians who were court physicians to the Mughals till the end of Mughal Empire. Khandani Sharifi got its name Sharifi from Hakim Sharif Khan, who conferred with the title of Ashraful Hukuma. He constructed a big mansion in 1720 in Delhi named as Sharif Manzil. That Sharif Manzil then after became the hub of formal Unani Tibbi education and for various activities related to Unani medicine. Hakim Sharif Khan's son and grandfather of Hakim Ajmal Khan, Hakim Sadiq Ali Khan, was also a great physician and author of his time. He wrote Kitabul Zade Gharib. After Hakim Sadiq Khan, father of Hakim Ajmal Khan was Hakim Mahmud Khan, and he was a great physician too, and he had a very large practice in Sharif Manzil. He practiced in Sharif Manzil, and he had a very great practice with patients coming from all over part of India. Hakim Mahmud Khan had three sons, Hakim Majid Khan, Hakim Fazil Khan, Hakim Ajmal Khan, and all of them are related to Unani system of medicine. Now the contributions of Hakim Ajmal Khan. Hakim Ajmal Khan has a multifaceted personality. If we can we can remember him as a multifaceted personality. He's not only related as we cannot only remember as a Unani physician. He has a multifaceted personality, and besides being an eminent Hakim, he was among the most influential Muslim political leader of his time. I cannot do justice with his tremendous contribution in different fields, but to things up, I have to I have categorized his contribution into different categories that are relevant to our subject. As a physician, as an educationist, as a researcher, as a freedom fighter, and as an author. As a physician, Hakim Ajmal Khan has worldwide fame as a physician. He had absolute command over the fundamentals of Unani medicine and practices of Unani medicine, which he got from his father and his ancestors. As there are too many anecdotes related to his practice are available in various books. We can, one second. In various, one very well-known anecdote is about Hakim Ajmal Khan is that once he was in Paris and a French lady got his leg contracted. There was a doctor in Paris who challenged him to make a diagnosis, there. He was Then Hakim Ajmal Khan asked the lady about her hobbies and found out that she played tennis and went for riding. After the thoughtful pause, Hakim Saab gave her medicine to take with butter every morning, and after 2 weeks she was completely cured. And this influence of him increases his fame in front of Western medicine doctor, because he was looking him down. He was thinking that he is a Unani physician and physician of indigenous medicine, and he is not knowing anything. His mother was also full beyond capacity. He always prescribed cheap and effective prescriptions. Free medicine were also given to those who could not afford them. If we can see, as an educationist, Hakim Ajmal Khan was keenly interested in educational advancement of the people, particularly the Muslims. Because at that time there was a British government ruling the India, and he was very keenly interested in very sincerely he thinking of to advancement of Muslim youth at that time. In 1883, his elder brother Hakim Abdul Majid Khan established a medical school named Madrasa Tibbiya at Sharif Manzil. Sharif Manzil was they practice medicine there, as well as they provide formal medical education from Sharif Manzil also. In 1889, this madrasa is converted into a college and shifted to Gali Qasim Jan. After the death of his brother, Hakim Ajmal Khan took it under his patronage, and he acquired a vast land at Karol Bagh, New Delhi, and this college was shifted there. After his efforts, he wanted to create a new kind of Tibbiya college that has all the facilities at that time all the Western medicine system has. He visited Cambridge and Oxford. He has influence that he want to create a that level of institution in India for Unani system of medicine. This Karol Bagh College, after completion, its foundation stone was laid by Viceroy of India in 1916, and after the building was completed, it was inaugurated by Mahatma Gandhi in 1921. Since then, this college is still functioning and giving quality education and to both Unani and Ayurveda. Now its name is Ayurvedic and Unani Tibbiya College, Karol Bagh. In 1908, he also founded Zanana Tibbi College, which was inaugurated by Lady Dean, the wife of Lieutenant Governor Dean, Louis Dean. Women's Tibbiya College was established to impart medical education and practice and training to women in obstetrics mainly. It was inaugurated by, as I earlier told you, Lady Dean, and today is another one of the important day to celebrate, that is International Day of Women and Girls in Science. Hakim Ajmal Khan saying while inaugurating this college are aptly describing his view on women's education. He said, and I quote, "When we invite a women to have their share in education, the idea appears to be novel, something new and unheard of to our elite class, but no plan of education will ever be completed unless the seed of sympathy for women finds its place." That kind of view he has at that time. If we think how far he was thinking at that time for the upliftment of women, and he founded Zanana Tibbi College or Women's Tibbi College, if we can say it. Another important institution of great importance he want to found, or he try to found at that time, it was Jamia Millia Islamia. He's one of the greatest contribution, if we can say, in the field of education is foundation of Jamia Millia Islamia. It is a central government university now, and in New Delhi, this university is the highest ranking university of India. He was appointed the first chancellor of the university in 1920, and he served as a chancellor till his death in the year 1927. Another his contributions are as a founder. He founded Hindustani Dawakhana, which was running in his family. This Dawakhana was established by Hakim Wasil Khan on the advice of Hakim Ajmal Khan. It made tremendous progress when Hakim Ajmal Khan began to look after it. In 1908, Hakim Ajmal Khan established the Junani Tibbiya. That is a society which is necessary for running of Madrasa Tibbiya at that time. Earlier in 1905, the Unani and Ayurvedic Company, that was the earlier name of Hindustani Dawakhana, was transferred to Anjumani Tibbiya, and subsequently the same company was renamed as Hindustani Dawakhana. As a researcher, Ajmal Khan did thorough study of Unani system of medicine, its intricacies, its problems, its future, made him come to the conclusion that the system had collected dust over the past many years, and many theories of Unani system of medicine become redundant after the development of scientific thought, and he felt that they needed a reinterpretation, because all of the Hakims, all of the Unani medicine practitioners were prescribing the old nuskhas. They were not doing any kind of research on them. So he felt the importance of research at that very important time, because the Indian freedom fighting struggle was going on, and there are too many things. British government is not very interested in indigenous kind of medicine. They want to westernize the whole medical system toward one system, that is allopathy. They are not interested in Junani system of medicine. They are not interested in development of Ayurveda as well. That's why Hakim Ajmal Khan think this is a great idea to do more research in Unani system of medicine and he created a research unit in Ayurvedic and Tibia College, Karol Bagh, to carry out the research on Indian herbs. He chose Dr. Zama Siddiqui as the director of this research institute, and there are too many research were going on in this research unit, but one of the most important research is the research on active constituents of astrol, that is Rolfia serpentina, that is antihypertensive drug used in from many decades in Unani medicine. This drug is selected for research, and its active ingredients, after finding out the active ingredients and their mechanism of action, these ingredients were named after as ajmaline, ajmalicine and ajmalinine to honor Hakim Sahab and his contribution towards this research unit. Also, he also launched a literary research unit bureau where the Kanun-e-Asri was compiled by Hakim Muhammad Ilyas Khan. That kind of contribution he did as a researcher, and he provided a base for research in Unani system of medicine that we are carrying forward in these days. As a freedom fighter, he was also a very strong and very firm Muslim voice in freedom struggle of India. Ajmal Khan played a positive role in the national freedom struggle and worked in close association with important great Indian national leaders. These are Mahatma Gandhi, Motilal Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, Swami Shraddhanand, and Ali brothers, Annie Besant, and many others. He emerged to be a symbol of Hindu-Muslim unity at that time. He was also a prolific writer, and when it comes to authorship and compilation of Tibbi books, he wrote too many books. These books are Al-Tufat Al-Hamidiyya Fil Sanat Al-Taqlisiya, Al-Wajiza, Muqaddimat Al-Lugat Al-Tibbiya, Al-Qawl Al-Marghub Fil Mal Mashroob, Al-Bayan Al-Hasan Bashahre Al-Majun Al-Musamma Bi-Iksir Al-Badan, Al-Satiya, As-Satiya, Al-Masail Khamsa, Orakul Muzhara, Musmira and Musfira, Hazik, and At-Taun. Too many awards and recognitions were conferred to Hakim Ajmal Khan Sahib in the view of his above stated academic activities and development of Unani medicine, as well as his selfless services to humanity as a physician. The British government at that time conferred him the title of Hazikul Mulk in 1907. Since Hakim Ajmal Khan was a great patriot, and he renounced this award, this title, in protest against the oppressive policies of British government against Indians. However, in appreciation of his bold and courageous step, the people who praised him and appreciate him gave him the title of Masihul Mulk in 1921. To also postage stamp was also issued for his name, that is in the year 1987. He left for heavenly abode in 1927. Mahatma Gandhi paid tribute to him and said, and I quote, Hakim Sahab was a many-sided personality. He was not merely an able physician who practiced his art as much for the rich as for the poor, but he was a courtier patriot. Though he passed his time among potentates, he was a through-going democrat. He was a great Muslim and was in turn equally respected and loved by both. This was a brief outline of his tremendous contributions in the field of Unani medicine as well as in social reforms. I cannot describe enough his personality, like him in words, the more the less. I hope I am able to do the justice in portraying him as the person of his kind of persona. I'm thanking everyone. I hope we all have a great day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sahar Saleem, for your good presentation and telling we about the history of life of Hakim Ajmal Khan, and that you say to him Masihul Mulk, and it is a nice name for him. If there is any comment from the participants, please tell your comments, and then you have Dr. Sar, you have any presentation?
Yes, sir.
More
I will
presentation?
send. Okay.
Yeah.
Presentation is completed. I will send it to you.
Okay. Okay. After a minute, we will start the part 2 of your presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If there is comment, we are ready to hear the comment of.
I'm inviting everyone here to share
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
anecdotes or anything they want to share
Yeah.
about Hakim Ajmal Khan. They are welcome here.
Okay. Okay. Uh, please.
May I ask a question, Dr. Sahib?
Yes, sir.
Have you even gone to the Mazar of Hakim Ajmal Khan?
Yes, sir. I saw it in. I never gone there, but saw it somewhere in Delhi. I saw it on social media, I think.
It's a very sorrow condition. The people are putting
Okay,
khatiyas over there.
okay. I am very concerned about it. I learned it few days ago, and I am very concerned about it as well. It should be restored the way Hakim Ajmal Khan restored the Unani system of medicine that we are practicing in this day.
Definitely, definitely. हाँ, नहीं बोला नहीं.
Dr. Sahar, thank you very much for your presentation. I really appreciate for your time and effort in presenting Hakim Ajmal Khan as one of the great scholars and really one of the sages of Unani medicine. I think to introduce the greatness of such scholars would be very inspiring for all of us as the followers of the Unani or Persian medicine, both in India and in Iran. And I think it's a very important issue just to be cautious about the importance of such great scholars and such great features in the history of Persian or Unani medicine. And I think just to introduce their greatness in social media, I think could be a good response to your concern about his mazar, and it's not a good situation as you mentioned it. So I just want to thank you again for your presentation.
Thank you, sir. Should I sign off now?
If you prefer, please start your part 2 of your presentation, and after that we will discuss about some subjects.
I only have one part of this presentation.
Excuse me,
Yes?
I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm Professor Manuha. I'm speaking.
Yes, yes.
So, sister, can we get your presentation, the
I will
PPTs,
send
if
it to,
possible?
yes, yes, I will send it to you.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. Because I need some references. That's the reason why I am asking from
Okay,
you.
I'm sending.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, it is very impressive and very detailed one. It's nice. It was nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for your presentation, Dr. Sahar. I have a question. I think Hakim Ajmal Khan, in his time, in his period, fought and had a lot of work about the development and um, s- um, education, Unani medicine, and design a system for education and academic development of Unani medicine in India.
Yes, sir.
But and after that, you have a lot of college and academic system for Unani system of medicine education and research in India. I think he did his duty as best in that time. But now we don't hear good news from India about the development and the documentation of Unani system of medicine in India and other countries of the world from our colleagues in India. Because we need a standard and valid documents from Unani system of medicine from diagnosis for diagnosis and for treatment for documents that we need for development education academic education and research in the field of Unani medicine. I think we don't have enough time to present us in the world as a school and as an academic medicine school. As you know, the Ayurveda system is established and developed in the world, and Chinese medicine developed in the world, and they have a lot of college in the European and American countries, and they develop their system and education and research. They have a lot of uh, valid documents and valid papers in the international journals. And what about the Unani system of medicine?
Yes, sir.
Um,
I am. I want to say that the condition of Unani medicine is very concerning these days. This is very concerning and very alarming as well. Because if you think that we are forgetting our fundamentals of Unani system of medicine, that is why we are dooming to fail. we are only trying to establish, only we are want to work on new medicines, we want to work to try new kind of technology, but we are forgetting our roots. I think that is the main reason why we are failing behind. If we firmly adhere to our roots and then we go to the research in Unani system of medicine, we will flourish. I think that is the main concern, and we need to reform always. We have to evolve every time. These theories of uh, even these theories are from Ibn Sina or Jalinus or Hippocrates. We need to refresh them from time to time because this is a need of our. At that time, the condition of medicine was different, and this time the condition was different. So we need basic reforms and basic refreshment in our system. That is the need of our. I think that is very necessary.
Okay, it is very necessary,
We
but
should not blindly
what?
follow.
Oh, no.
We need to research every time
My
according to the
exact
need of
question,
society.
is, what did Indian colleagues around more than 50 years ago to now in your academic system in India? Where is your documents? Where is your papers in the international journals about the reform of this school from ancient to neoscience? As they and in Chinese medicine they do, Ayurvedic medicine they do.
Yes, sir. As I earlier said, that condition is very concerning. I am very concerned about it, and because the previous hakims, previous academicians were busy in writing their own books, which are they not very widely accepted at that time because they were not properly publicized. It the public relation the publications are not in English language, mostly are in Urdu language. That is why we are not getting our credit. I think that is the reason.
And a new generation of your academic man here and now
We are
in
trying to do
this time.
what we can do. Yes, sir. We are trying very hard.
We search a lot of articles in the about in the subject of Unani medicine, but we didn't find more in the valid journals. More your a lot of your articles are published in the local journals that we couldn't find them in the world, and most of them aren't they didn't have acceptable method for research in the academic science as epidemiologic and other major of the medical schools. Why the situation? I think the situation is repeated or repeated in the India now.
Yes, sir. This condition is very prevalent in India, that we all have publications in local journals that are not up to internet, that are not internet acclaimed, but new team of researchers working very hard. I can give you one example. One assistant professor from Jamia Hamdard published her paper on COVID-19 in Elsevier's journal that has impact factor of 6.4. We are trying very hard, but it took some time for us to reach there. We are doing everything we can do, but we have, if we are doing some fundamental research, if you can say the literary research in Unani medicine, as in Kulliyat we are doing here, if we send our concepts to them, they are not very interested in our concept. They do not want to hear, they want to hear only it's only objective results. That's why we are facing some problems in publishing our paper, and we are very keenly interested in doing that, and we are working very hard on it.
Inshallah, and Allah, we heard good news from our colleague from India, New Delhi College, and Hamdard University, and other university that have a Unani system of medicine. And I would like to inform you that in Iran, our colleague are doing hardly on this subject, and we are trying to have a standard questionnaire for diagnosis in the Unani system of medicine, as we tell it, Persian medicine, and we are trying to have a lot of clinical trials on the treatment method of Unani system, now herbal medicine system, yeah. And about the prevention system as Tadabir, we are doing a lot of works as clinical trials on the Tadabir of Unani system of medicine, as we now say the effect of the correction of lifestyle according to recommendation of Unani system on the development, the health of the people, and we will inshallah publish our results inshallah in the short future in the international journals, and all of the colleagues can use them, as we published a good paper in the international journal about the effect of the recommendation of Unani system on lifestyle on the infertility, and the infertility office in the Ministry of Health in the Iran accept it, and it is very excellent for them that the lifestyle recommendation of the Unani system of medicine affect and rise the fertility of the infertile couple, and inshallah we will publish more about these works in Iran. Is there any comments about the chance? Okay, inshallah. Is there any comments about the future of Unani system of medicine in the India, and the opportunity and treatments about
Sir, we all are here to discuss about the future of Unani system of medicine and what we can do to reform our system of medicine. All type of comments are welcome here.
Okay. Mr. Hashemi, do you have any comments, or Mr. Dr. Daneshvar from Iran and other colleagues from India? Is there any comment?
Okay, thank you again for your presentation. I think according to what has said, I think we have to work together. I think we are now at the position and at the time that we have to work together very hard, and we have to provide such a valuable and reliable scientific evidence to support the basics and fundamentals of the Unani system of medicine, as just to improve its position in the scientific community.
Yes, sure, we can do this. Thank you very much for inviting me. And once again, happy Unani, World Unani Day to all. Thank you.
Very much, Mr. Hashemi, my dear colleague from Babel University of Medical Sciences. Do you have any comment? Uh, uh, mm, and other colleague, Dr. Zendebudi from University of Shiraz. Do you have any comment about the future? What is the good plan for development documents in the Unani system medicine, as you know, and you work on the polymorphism of gene in the your university about correlation between Mizaj and gene polymorphism. Do you have any comments? If there is any comment, please open your microphone and turn your microphone on. We have 5 minutes to end of the session, and we want to have a final sentences about your comments. Mr. Hashemi wrote it that I have a problem with my microphone. Okay, no matter. Dr. Sahar, we all trying in our university in Babel University of Medical Sciences and the Office of Persian Medicine of Ministry of Health in Iran to develop some MOU by academic centers in India and CCRM about the cooperation with each other from Iran and India to have cooperation about the research in the need fields and bilateral education, and have some scientific webinars about the or common subjects, inshallah, in the diagnosis of disease and treatment, especially the common disease like, for example, fatty liver disease or diabetes and some gastric disease and other diseases that we could help people according to Unani Persian system of medicine. And inshallah, in the future, we will develop cooperation with each other between universities of Iran and India. And inshallah, we have...
Sir, you are very welcome here.
Yeah, inshallah, and we will develop a scientific movement according Unani and Persian system of medicine in these two countries, and after that in the world, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you for your good presentation about the history of life of Hakim Ajmal Khan and the participation of each participants. And if you let off, we have the final sentences about the participants. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. And inshallah, in the next month, we have another presentation from the subject of history of medicine in Iran, inshallah, about the one scholars or one historical places related to Persian medicine, inshallah. Thank you very much and have a good time.
Thank you very much, sir, and same to you.
Night.
Good night.